And joining me now is former NFL wide receiver and three-time Super Bowl champion, Ed McCaffrey. Ed, it's great to have you on the show today, and a lot to digest, of course, since everything went down last week. Probably the biggest story of the draft was quarterback Shedeur Sanders falling to the fifth round. Why do you think the mock drafts and experts got this one wrong?
Yeah, I've heard a couple of the draft experts say that if they get 6 or 7 of the picks correct, they're doing a pretty good job. That's not a really high success rate, but it's all a guessing game. I mean, they get some intel, they go out to the combine and the pro days, and they talk to the scouts, and they try to get an idea of where certain players will go. And then they obviously can evaluate talent, but you never really know which direction a team's going to go.
Sanders' college teammate Travis Hunter went second overall to the Jaguars. As a former wide receiver yourself, how do you see his game translating now at the pro level?
You know, I live in Colorado, and I got to watch every one of his games. He is a phenomenal athlete. He can play on both sides of the ball. Matter of fact, the Jaguars are going to have to play him on both sides of the ball because I've watched him when he's not in the game, and he will be pacing the sidelines like an actual Jaguar if he's not in the game. I think the big challenge for them is to decide how many plays he's going to play on offense, how many snaps he's going to get on defense. You can't play every play of the game. You can until you get hit over the middle, right? And that thigh bruise starts kicking in, then it's hard to cover the elite wide receivers in the league. So he'll play both ways. Will he be primarily a DB or primarily a wide receiver? And how many total snaps will he get? I don't know, but it's one of the real exciting stories of this season.
Your two sons currently playing in the NFL. We'll start with Christian. What should 49ers fans know about his recovery from Achilles and knee injuries?
He is raring to go. He is fully healthy. He's training like a madman. He's right now participating in their OTAs. We've got a good month and a half of training with our younger son, Luke, who plays for the Commanders. And so they got some great workouts in. They're going through their OTAs. They're going through the process. He's kind of like one of those cats pacing the sideline, too. He can't wait for the season to start, but it's a process. But he is healthy and raring and ready to go.
Ed, we got to ask about your other son, Luke, who you referenced there, reached the NFC title game as a rookie with the Commanders. How has he continued to develop his game during the offseason?
Well, I think it was great that he got to work out with Christian. You know, last year, as every rookie will tell you, the offseason leading up to their first NFL game is pretty hectic. They graduate, they got to train for the combine, they got to train for their pro day, they have to do a bunch of visits and interviews, and you don't really have a great offseason of sports performance training. This year's different. He already looks a little stronger, put on some muscle, got faster and quicker, and obviously he has a year under his belt, so he's really excited to play for the Commanders. What an amazing job Dan Quinn has done. Cliff Kingsbury on offense, Jaden Daniels. They got a lot of young talent, had a good draft, and Luke, he's ready to go as well. I mean, it's a long, you got to be patient. It's a long off season, but I think he'll be raring and ready to go as well.
And let's talk about your business. That's McCaffrey Brands. What should our viewers know about the venture?
This is the greatest tasting healthy snack on the planet, and you should try them. They come in all different flavors. This one is fudge brownie, but we have chocolate chip cookie dough and birthday cake. If I told you could get healthy eating fudge brownie, chocolate chip cookie dough, and birthday cake, you probably wouldn't believe me, but you can. Gluten-free, non-GMO, plant-based protein. Try them out at McCaffreybrands.com or go to your local Dick's Sporting Goods store, and you'll find them on the shelves there.
Is that what fuels Christian and Luke these days?
Yes, I'm sending truckloads of these out this year, and they're good for pregame, halftime, postgame snack, or you know what, during breaks while you're doing your show, right? They're easy to digest, give you a little pop.
I like that, Ed. You'll have to join us in studio. I'm definitely down to try them. Thank you so much for joining. All the way from Denver, that's former NFL wide receiver and three-time Super Bowl champion, Ed McCaffrey.